Hello everyone and welcome back to Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. So, last time we left off, we were about to go into the class trial. And that's when I discovered some real interesting things. Okay, hold on, I've had this like bottled up for like a full day and I've been like thinking on it. So, it's X, right? So we got the truth words, right? So, I believe I know who it is because of this message, right? But, so, like, there's the whole incinerator thing, right? So, I get how he turned it on. He probably threw the broken glass ball, that's why it was in front of the button. So that's cool and all, because he's like the ultimate baseball guy or something like that, right? So he's good at that. But what I'm interested to see is how the heck he... I'm pretty sure this is probably his shirt, right? Maybe? I don't know. His or... Sayakia? I don't remember. Her shirt was missing or anything like that. But what I'm curious about is how the heck he got it into the incinerator. Because, let me tell you, have you ever tried to throw up something that's wadded up before? It doesn't go far. Like, it really doesn't. And look how far away this looks. And you have to, like, throw it through those cracks. So, like, does he, like, stick his arm through and chuck it in? I don't know. I'm interested to see how he did it. Or if, like, it's just not going to be very realistic. I'm curious. Okay. Let's get into this class trial. Yo! You're late, Mikado. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer as you are.
Listen to me!
Are you blushing at that? Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Mikado's crimes. So they really are convinced I did it, but... So it wasn't her shirt, maybe. Unless she had like an extra shirt on top. I don't know. I didn't do it. Me and Sayakia both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? I've already got it all pieced together, Brand. Gosh, I think I did that in the last video too. I tapped this. It's this. You touch your ears. There's just headphones in the way. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yeah? I believe so. Hello there, Mr. Barrow.
Is everyone here? Okay then.
Alrighty.
Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright, let's do it. Oh. Another theory. What if... Give me here. Mr. Baseballer is partnering with Mr. Psychic. No, that would make sense. Only one person got murdered. Okay. I'm just throwing out theories here. Alright, I want to hear Fumi's. So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness Mr. Nagi's final curtain call. What do you gotta say? Well then, time has finally come. Are you ready? Yeah?
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Yes, you did your job. Yes. Dude, you done a job. Being so insistent, even though you're obviously killed, are very impressive. Yeah. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? I'm not even going to share it. Well, I guess. I can't wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Hey, someone doesn't believe it was me. Unless being very passive aggressive.
I'm sorry.
In the end, I wasn't able to do anything around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want to find out who killed her? I don't know, man. What do you gotta say?
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Yes, indeed.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Yes, but what if I don't have one?
impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through this clash trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Let's get started. Alright.
Got it.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Wait, I talked to everyone. How... Oh. Gotcha, I had to click behind you. I thought I would... Oh. Guess I have no choice but to get on the elevator. I thought if I talked to Taka that it would start.
Well then.
Let us begin?
Yes.
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? I mean, not particularly. No, not scared. Scared isn't correct, right? I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries around this case yourself. I feel like you know stuff, and that you could have helped me through this entire thing. You're like, yes, that code. Yes, I know what it means, but it's up to you. It's up to you to find those mysteries. I don't get that. You know, you'll never come to grips with the truth. You know what? If you just proved me innocent, I would have come to grips with whatever the truth was, man. I would have been happy if you just helped. How do you come to the truth was Sayaka's death? I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. And Sayaka's aren't. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. Each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The door closed. We weren't already on the elevator? I thought we were in the elevator. And the elevator started to move. The steel blocks descended with heavy, clunking sounds to the school's basement. This is a nice image. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Hey, but you have a chance to prove yourself innocent.
oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? The bliss you shared anxiety of the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total real.
well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Oh. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Yeah, there's a circle. There seems to be two, I guess that's what they do with the people who aren't in court. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. Air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Looking mighty fine, sweaty back there. You scared that I found some information? And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Oh no, everyone's sweating. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly clash trial. Do you want to save data? Heck yeah, I don't want to fail somehow and then immediately have to restart. What the hell? I'll open the e-handbook. I got my bullets of truth. Set skills. Oh, these are actually skills I unlocked. Okay, increase the influence gauge by 2, effective during the clash trial, cost 2 SP. Increase the truth bullet rate of fire, effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time battle final strike. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is damage? Effective during the bullet time battle. I don't know. Robot Jock sounds like the best one. Oh, I can choose multiple. Guess I'll get some intentive influence in there. Some melodious voice. I'm finished. Got my preparations. Oh, I wanted to so die.
Let's begin with a basic explanation
get
of the
some
class trial.
executioned.
So, your votes will determine the
Oh
results.
gosh.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Oh, I guess we're all gonna die. Never mind, not just me. Everyone's going to die.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is
Yay.
one of us, right?
Oh, that's my voice? Interesting.
Of course.
Okay, everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a
Understandable.
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
It's like, what? I don't know. What if they're...
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a
Dude.
question real
Oh
quick?
yeah, talk is kind of funny. We're not gonna...
What's going
okay.
on with those pictures?
I mean, clearly they're the dead
I
folks.
feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Yes, friendship.
Friendship penetrates.
Oh, Hifumi. You've watched too much internet.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
I don't know. Odd thing to point out.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
That's suspicious. Onakuma, that's very suspicious. Are you going to join the class trial at some point? That's the only thing I could think of. If you hop down from your little throne and I don't know why you would be in a trial, but like that's my only assumption.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is
Such
the
a
case
cheerful voice.
summary. Now,
Or antagonizing
let
voice.
the class trial
Kind of a bit of a both.
begin.
It's about time to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Gosh, okay, this is like Socratic seminars or debate, like debates. I hate this stuff in real life. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I absolutely dislike this. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Yeah, no, even if I was being accused, I wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise. Because I just wouldn't want to speak over anyone. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, please. What am I doing? As things progress, during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Wow. Crap. Well, this isn't real life, so I can speak up anytime I want. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. And any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use WASD to aim, then fire with your left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape tier during your arguments, you can review the controls. And also, like, just pause in case I'm getting overwhelmed. Well then, good luck and have fun. Yeah, let's have fun. Oh, I'm stressed now. Make your argument. Oh, I guess I'm doing that.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yep,
Yeah, we know that part already.
I agree.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
What?
So it seems most likely that
I
the
missed.
killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
I disagree.
But didn't even have a chance to resist.
I hate that.
No, it's wrong.
Okay, I don't shoot the person, I shoot the text.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
It was wrecked.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can
Figuring
definitely
out how
assume
this
there was a
works.
struggle.
I'm panicking, man. I'm like, why is it not shooting him?
Between who and who?
I mean, clearly the killer and yeah, okay. Yeah, that's her name, right? Gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting her name
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
already. Sayaka, see, yeah, Sayaka. Same thing, whatever.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
You know, it's hard to say she was surprised, you know, if the door was broken off. I feel like she'd be like, oh, yep, someone's slapping my door, silly.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Uh-huh.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Well, not everyone's as high and mighty and smart as you, Byakuya.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
I don't know.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
It was a knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
I mean, it basically is. We're playing some Ace Attorney here with like multiple people. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. My guy, was it not obvious? There was a knife sticking in the gut, and I don't know, but typically when there's a knife in a person's gut, it doesn't mean that it ended well for them. So, I don't know what to explain here. But alright, I'm gonna make my argument. Kitchen knife set. Someone's probably gonna mention the katana and I'm gonna be like, nah, wrong.
So what was used to kill her?
Who knows?
It was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Dude, I
So
agree
the
with you.
killer used some random knife they had on him.
Yeah.
How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
I agree with that. Just stomach. It was almost certainly that knife that disappeared from a certain location.
So what was used to kill her?
It was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Oh, wait, I just have to,
Without a
like,
doubt, that is
interject
the
my
murder
evidence.
weapon.
Gotcha.
So the killer used some random knife.
So wait,
No, it's wrong.
break?
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just
Oh,
any
it was the
knife.
fact that it was random.
I'm almost positive it was a kitchen
Okay,
knife.
okay. It doesn't have to be a complete lie, it just doesn't have to be the whole truth. Okay.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
Yep.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Yes.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Oh, now you notice? Now you notice. You now notice that you can see it sticking out? Yes. I just assumed there was some other sharp object, and that one was just for decoration. You know, maybe some knife cosplay. Who knows?
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, no, I'm having itchy face syndrome. That doesn't exist, by the way, I'm just making.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
I don't know any, by the way, I'm just
I
going
mean, we
along.
all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oi! Oi! No! Hey! Bad! No! Wrong! Disagree! Nada!
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Well, I mean, I got a lot more truth bullets to fire at some random people,
Hold
so...
on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well,
Who
we
knows?
can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't know. Leon. Kuwata. I think it's going to change the conclusion in the end.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
be
that's true at all.
innocent.
I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Uh-huh.
You really believe that?
Yep. I mean, at least I got someone on my like I got someone on my side. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Clue me in, bud. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. When you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, it'll steadily your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh gosh, not stop debate. Let's go. AOE's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yes.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Wait.
He did it in secret.
No, that's wrong.
Just firing bullets rapidly. I get it. Only target the orange text. It tells you what you're supposed to hit.
Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Oh.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Yeah, you!
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in
So
the
if you
dining
saw,
hall,
who got it?
correct?
Yeah, that's right.
So it wasn't me.
And at any point while
Fish
you
for
were there,
brain.
did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, how are you so
You
confused?
don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Thank you, thank you.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Oh.
Okay, then what about this? What
Okay.
if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
I can
and
agree with
lying
the
to
idiot part,
protect
but I'm
each
not
other?
in this with her.
Idiot swimmer girl?
I don't know. It's a,
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
I don't know.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Uh-huh.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh,
So,
so there's
in
no
other
point.
words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Well, that doesn't make
Then
sense.
there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But
Yeah.
what if they did work together
I mean,
and they
to be
just
fair,
didn't know about the rules?
Miss Fish for Brains probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Thank you, Monica.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining
Yes,
hall.
speak for me.
And I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
I don't know who's in there.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining
Gosh, you
hall.
look so serious, by the way.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Well, then tell us who else was in there.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
No.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
How are you just mentioning this?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Uh-huh.
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Well, they would have been watching each other.
No. Because, well,
Uh-huh.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which
Ah.
means we have airtight alibis.
Unless... Oh, yeah, there's no
You
accomplices.
stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
It doesn't.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
Oh, Taka, no! Taka, no! Oh, you're gonna get beat.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, Daga, no. It was obvious.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh my gosh. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
you're just now.
One other person
I
did
thought
come
that
to the
was just
dining
fish
hall while we
rings.
were there.
Like a. Maybe not even there. Maybe not even be fish there. It might just be an empty bowl of water. Because she is like the swimmer girl. Maybe her brain got flushed out and it's just water. You never know.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
No.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So she grabbed a knife. She committed seppuku. I think that's what it's called. Is that right? No, is it Sudoku? No, Sudoku's the game. It's seppuku, I think. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma. No,
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the
maybe
only
I'm thinking
possibility.
Maybe I was too stressed about how hard this would be.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
I mean,
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
oh man, how unusual. She didn't look at you.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
I mean, I guess.
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Okay.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
I mean, she
So
was
you're saying the
terrified?
knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with
How
it?
does that even happen? We don't got like a... I don't know. I don't feel like we've got like an ultimate assassin anywhere here that can just disarm people whenever they feel like it. Or Kung Fu Master... Wait. Forgot her name already. The muscled lady. She looks strong. She could disarm a person.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Woohoo! We've gotten nowhere.
See? He did do it
Oh my
after
gosh.
all.
I don't know why, but like, why do you blush whenever you're accusing people?
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
You're not even looking at me. I'm right next to you, bud.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn. If I don't do something, you're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
I mean, yeah.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Can I
And
stick up
until
for me?
we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Okay, maybe I don't even know this.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No. Missing something. Please tell me what this is. I have no idea what's happening. The hangman's guns will take the place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use mouse aim to press left mountain. Shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If the gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. Maybe the toolkit that was the toolkit that was used to unscrew the door knob. You said that there was like they used like a screwdriver. If my toolkit's still not used, my toolkit wasn't used. I remember that. Then I guess the tool was missing. We could just figure out what that something is. Gosh, that's such a small fact that like mine was like murder weapon, katana. My gosh. I don't know. Hair? No. What goes first, man? I got a miss. Oh, it was hair. Oh.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
That's even a more minute detail than what I remember. Gosh, damn it.
So,
okay,
the culprit
that
removed
minigame works
some
differently than I
evidence?
think. Yes.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Oh.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The
True.
reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Oh, I did a great job on that. Trust me.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not
I mean,
just
yeah.
the
I mean,
hair.
there's no there's plenty of evidence to show that it was there.
Yes, very true, very true.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got
the
rid of it all,
landlord.
of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Nope.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done
And
it.
you're gonna make me come up with them.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the
Yes.
scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Uh-huh.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with
Yes,
it?
they broke the door.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember,
Yes,
Makoto?
doorknob. It was unscrewed, right? And evidence that proves that this object the killer broke. I thought I remembered him saying something about unscrewing it.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob,
I might
right?
be remembering something wrong. Maybe he bashed it in with a katana.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You know, the
doorknob
doorknob.
for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Uh-huh.
See how the top part was unscrewed?
Oh no!
And the doorknob's
It was
about
saying
ready to
something about it
fall off?
unscrewed. Yes, I remember that.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
Uh-huh.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Because I don't have a
So
lock
what?
on my door.
You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yes.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Mm.
You still don't see? Okay
Yeah,
then.
everyone else is not
Let's
smart.
take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully
tell them-
that will help you understand.
Kyoko says it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point? Yes! There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Sure, bud. I'm getting it better now. From here out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's actually only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Okay. You treat people in the wrong way, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone. Your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, good, good. I thought this would be a little too easy if everything was, if like it showed me everything. Alright, where's the lie or contradiction?
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
It's a lie.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
Uh-huh.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Yeah.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
There's no lock.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah. I don't got a lock. I got a boys'
The
bathroom.
reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Uh-oh.
Why didn't your bathroom door open?
Well, because it
was stuck.
Uh-huh.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yeah?
Yep. True as true can be.
Yeah, Monokuma's on my side. Gosh, Monokuma is such a great
you
leader.
know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student,
Okay,
right?
shut up. You're going too far here
Such
now.
a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
Maybe, but actually it's kind of lucky
So
in this
the reason
situation.
the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Uh-huh.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay,
Ah.
but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because it wasn't me.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Because they're idiots.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
No. But it was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked because it switched nameplates. In other words, the important detail about the scene. That didn't know was that they didn't know was the crime took place. Yeah.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Uh-huh.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
I mean, nameplates were switched for some unknown reasons that I have yet to
And
figure
yet,
out.
He's absolutely right.
Say what?
Yeah.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Oh.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room,
Then it would have been locked.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Uh-huh.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions
Well,
were.
it proves it's not me. I'm innocent.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Uh-huh.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that
I mean, they
wasn't
didn't know,
locked
man,
is-
alright.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Yeah.
That is a definite possibility.
You sound so sad that I'm not
So the
like,
killer would
guilty.
have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Uh-huh.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Uh-huh, yeah, screw you, Miss Toko. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But
Just end it there.
what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
I mean,
Well,
probably I'll
Why don't we
die.
just vote right now? Majority rules.
What?
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
No.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For
Yeah,
serious.
Taka,
Does no
come on
one
now.
have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial
I
they
have
may seem.
lots of truth bullets
Oh.
left, madam.
As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
What?
Oh, you.
That is an appropriate response. I love
You
that.
gotta sound so disappointed.
You know what? You got an empty water bowl for brains, man.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
You know what? I'm not too sure, lady. I'm not too sure.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
I mean,
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so.
Projection.
That seems way too
there's no
convenient.
react button.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
I'd be
Negative.
skilled enough to do
If
that.
you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Yes, he remembers everything, Mon.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
He seduced Sayaka.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms.
Projection.
Maizono just let him in.
Or wait, wrong game. Reaction.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
I actually do.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
I'm right next to you, man. Whenever you do a bit of pointing, do it to the side of you. Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... switching rooms, right? The reason we're switching rooms.
I got it!
I don't know.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Yep.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
We're getting this case solved. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she's been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Heck yeah.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she
You're
lie
getting real
about something
defensive,
like that?
Mikado. That's not reflecting my actual thoughts.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
The possibility of... there's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. I'm sure you don't get the wrong room, okay, Sia? Why didn't you just check names to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I
Are you
found a
telling
notepad
me
during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet
you
with
didn't
a
give
pencil.
me this information?
And these are the words that appeared.
Why is this?
Oh,
Why are
man.
you just bringing
I've
it up?
totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
That's
It's a pretty
suspicious.
old-fashioned technique. But even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I
Apparently this
should
time it
also
really was
mention,
useful.
I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Why is he still so mad?
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
I solemnly pledge that I did not write this.
No, I didn't. But
Oh man. Sayaka grabbed a knife to stab someone. Maybe she's the aggressor. I was right. She was evil the entire
Of
time.
course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
but why? Why would she write that?
Come on, boy. It's obvious.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Now, who would that someone be?
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
True. True. I mean, I don't know. definitely possible to resist. If I was in the middle of an online game, I'm just saying, I ain't stopping for no one.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Yeah, I get you.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And
Yeah.
honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why do you think that?
What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, please, give some insight on you.
Very well then. Pay attention.
I shall. All right, let's shoot. Let's shoot this. Let's shoot Celeste. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
No, contradict.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah?
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms.
Oh, I
got
clicked the right one.
switched.
I was a little concerned.
They got switched?
Yes.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
So switching was pointless, basically.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in
Yeah. So
was actually...
Oh, for quick escape. I was playing with my escape key. No, it stopped his speech. Well,
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
uh-huh.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other.
Right?
Gosh,
Okay, then who
how do I
did
go
it?
back? How do I go back? I clicked. Oh, no. History? History. Okay, wait, hold up. So what you're saying is what you're saying was actually marked as room? And if someone did it, what did it say? Plus, the rooms are right next to each other, so switching nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the nameplates was, well, of course it was you, right, Makoto? Right. So, okay, then who did it? There we go. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had it switched.
I got it!
Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
I was right. She was evil all along.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the rooms wrong. Yeah?
She specifically tells the reader
Gosh,
to
why
check
does he
the
look angry
nameplate.
at like all times?
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
You know? Maybe she could switch them back and then blame it all on me.
She wanted someone to come to the room
She
she
was
was
evil.
in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Uh-huh.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
So we could swap the evidence.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into
She
the
got
room.
hacked and slashed by a katana.
That's where the answer lies.
Oh, that's how she dropped the knife. The katana hit her wrist, I remember
What
this.
happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Uh-huh.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Oh my gosh! Yeah!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka
I feel
fucked
like
with your
everyone is
killer
a
there
little...
in the room, yes?
I don't know. Some people are smarter than others, but I don't know, Taka and Ayui, they seem a little slower.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Exactly!
That reminds
And I
me,
know how that happens.
There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
As a
Sayaka
replica.
suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Because of the gold
How
dust
the hell
on
could
her
you
wrist.
possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because there's gold dust on it. Was broken with fake orders because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. There's gold.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
There's gold dust on it.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
But did Mom Kuma take images or did we take images?
Is that gold?
They can see it, so.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
Uh-huh.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
So they used it.
And there's some on her wrist because...
It was slapped.
Because she got hit with the sword. Right there on her wrist.
Oh, maybe he's not slow. Maybe he's getting it.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
It does.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Heck yeah. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh gosh. But just like when the weak spot's only one of those comment bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, your bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. If for purposes this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Replica sword sheath. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yes.
A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight
I don't know.
back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no switch for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Oh!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Okay.
The sword-based sneak attack.
It wasn't sneak. You got to think. Break!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Yeah, because the sword... The sheath! It had slaps... It had, like, stab marks on it.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
I remember the stuff.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Yeah.
That was the only sharp thing found at the
Like I
scene.
say, Sayaka? Evil.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going
Why do we
on.
have, I feel like we have so many airheads in this entire setup.
If the sword
just
was used
feels
first,
like this is
there
not a
wouldn't be
great...
any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
I mean, I guess it's like normal high schoolers, but gosh, I feel like... just a lot of non-thinkers.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Yeah?
Okay, so how did the sheath
It was
get
used as a
damaged?
shield. They clicked the block button.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an
Exactly,
attack from
it's
the
all
knife.
Sayaka.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked
See,
first.
now we're getting
I
it.
think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
No, how did it play out?
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No?
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she
That-
knew what was happening.
Clearly not.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
I don't think
but
so.
I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Well, because she had the
Because
knife.
she never held the sword at all. There's a
Oh
certain
yeah, I
part
guess
of
she
her
doesn't have
body
dust
that
all
makes
over
this
her
clear.
hand too. Well, it shows that she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, what part of your body would have to touch it? Her broken wrist. Her palms.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Yes.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the
Unless
sword.
they used the lint roller, but let's not bring that
How
up.
do you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because gold dust.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
Everything's falling into
In
place.
fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
And then they washed their hands.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe
Everyone
she
show your hands.
washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
sorry,
so.
but in a panic state, I'm not planning to
Why
wash my
did you
hands.
say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
You're fine. Exactly. That's exactly why I'm saying it. You got it?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no ways Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. She's afraid of water. That's the regulation. Water can't
According
remove
to
it.
the
You know,
Monokuma
glitter
file,
stays.
Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
I
this,
didn't know
this
that.
I gotta say, this trial is
Actually,
very
I
thorough.
haven't taken a shower here yet.
That's alright.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Hey, that's mean.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
It's an insult, my guy. I'm sorry to say it's an insult.
Insult, obviously.
Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means
It was the murderer.
the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the
It was
sheath with
Sayaka?
the kitchen knife was...
Dungeon Dam's teeth would have been the one without the sword. Ah, yes. Of the killer. Gosh.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, I mean, we saw her grab it
We
from the
already
place.
said that the attack started with...
The kitchen.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Whoa.
Sayaka?
Exactly.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She was secretly the evil villain all along. Not a entirely Monica situation, where she's the sidekick and knows everything, but
No,
still evil.
far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Oh. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if
Uh-oh.
it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Uh-huh.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
You know, you wouldn't well, I expected it. I expected her to be evil, and I thought she wasn't, because, well, typically the evil one doesn't just die. But she did, so I assumed she was innocent.
Which
But apparently
brings up
not.
another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested
Also,
you two switch rooms.
I want to
correct?
say something. The thing on her finger, I think we used to make paper ones of those in class. Just want to point that out.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms
Did she, like, lose a finger?
was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility.
Or
is
no,
it
is
not?
that like a long fingernail? I don't know why she has that.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Add the pin in there. Come on now.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Uh-huh. Oh, Leon, I don't think I've really mentioned you in the slightest this entire episode except the beginning. I still know it's you. Unless we can somehow prove that that text was someone else. I don't know.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come
Unless there's
to
actually
Mikiko's room
code and
where
it's
she was
just a
staying.
freaking insane coincidence. We never know. But I think since we're in the middle of a class trial, I have to end it here. It's been an hour. And I don't know. I'm hungry, so I want to go eat food. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Absolute cliffhanger. I think. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to... Whoa. Did OBS just... Oh, I hope OBS was recording that entire time. Oh. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and, well, I'll see you on the next one. Adios!